What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Cam from Cam's Cards and More, and today I'll be showcasing y'all my Master Duel Salamangreat deck profile. Um, for those of y'all that just want the deck list, here you go. Pause the video. Here's the deck list. But for those of y'all that would like to stay and learn a little bit why I chose some of the cards that I did and kind of a little bit about what the cards do, please stay. Leave a like on the video, comment down below if you're using this deck, if you like my choices. And without further ado, let's get right on into the deck profile. To start off with, we run a few hand traps. We've got two Max C, two Ash Blossom of Joyous Spring. Now, the reason why I'm not maxing these out is because they are once per turn. I'd like to see a little bit of variety with my hand traps because I hate to open up two Max C's or two Ash Blossoms. Honestly, two Max C's is not a bad thing to open it up because it makes it to where you stall your opponent for 2 turns if they have no way to stop it. So I'm not going to be too upset if I see two Max C's. But two Ash Blossoms, yeah, I'm usually not a happy camper when I see two Ash Blossoms. And then down here at the bottom, we got 3 Infinite Impermanents. So 7 hand traps. We have 3 Flame Buffalo. For the longest time, I did run 2 Lady Debug and 2 Flame Buffalo, but I got so tired of my Lady Debug not being able to go through, and my Flame Buffaloes definitely went through way more than that Lady Debug, so I took 2 Lady Debug out, put 1 Flame Buffalo in. I've liked it ever since. Anyway, pretty much when this card leaves the field, you can discard a Cyburst monster, and then you draw 2 cards. Draw support for the deck. Next, we have Salamangreat Foxy, which is the pot of duality on wheels, so to say. Excuse me. Pretty much when this card is normal summoned, you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck, and you can add 1 Salamangreat card from among them to your hand. Next is your Salamangreat Gazelle, run at a 3, a definite 3 of the deck. Pretty much if a Salamangreat monster is sent to the graveyard via your hand or field, you can special summon Gazelle, but Gazelle is the one cannot. Pretty much, if a Gazelle goes to the graveyard, you cannot special summon Gazelle. It's got to be any other Salamangreat besides Gazelle. Anyway, when it's special summoned, you can Foolish Burial a Salamangreat card from your deck to the graveyard. Really good. Next, Salamangreat Spinny, your extender for the deck, and also attack booster. The attack boost does come in from time to time when you're trying to get over stuff, but pretty much if it's in your hand, you do the attack boost, get it in the graveyard, special summon it from the graveyard as long as you control a Salamangreat monster, other than Spinny. Next is Salamangreat Falco. Really good one of the deck. Kind of helps in the grind game. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Salamangreat spell or trap in your graveyard, set it to your field. Really good for recursion and grind game. And then if this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 Salamangreat monster you control, return it to the hand, and special summon it. So if you got a Gazelle on field or a Spinny, you can return it to your hand and special summon it, Falco. 2 Jack Wire. Really good recursion, good grind game card. And if this card attacks a defense position monster, you can inflict piercing battle damage. Just really good effect. Don't come up very often, but it is handy for the times you do need it. And it pretty much says if you control a Salamangreat Link monster while this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 Salamangreat monster in your graveyard except himself. Shuffle that target into the deck and special summon this card to a zone that Link monster points to. Really good. And then Salamangreat Foul. Pretty much if a Salamangreat monster besides itself is normal or special summoned, you can special summon this card from your hand. Good extender. Next, we got 3 Cynet Mining. You can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, add 1 level 4 or lower Cyburst monster from your deck to your hand. Good searcher. And it also sends a card from your hand to the graveyard, so if you send something else, like if you open up Spinny and Mining, you're doing really good because you put that in the graveyard, you add that to your hand, then you can special summon that, dump something else, then you can special summon Spinny to the field. Really good combo. I got 3 Lightning Storm. I wouldn't hate you if you did 2 Regeki and a Harpy's Feather Duster. I did that for a while, but I like having diversity especially when going second. You know, depending on your opponent has a bunch of back row or a bunch of monsters, and usually having Regeki and Harpy's Feather Duster, you're only stuck with either monster or spells. With Lightning Storm, you could do either or. That's why I chose to go with 3 of that instead. Salamangreat Sanctuary, definite one of. I've seen a few people run into 2, and I understand it. It's a one of for me. I always open this dang card, and I hate it. So if I could put it at a half, like a half of a card, I would do that. But, I can't. So that helps you with your reincarnation link summons, by the way. 2 Will of the Salamangreat, good extender for the deck as a continuous spell. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 Salamangreat monster from your hand or graveyard. Or, if you have a Salamangreat Link monster on the field, you could target that Link monster, send this card to the graveyard, and special summon Salamangreat monsters up to that Link monster's rating. So if you got a Link 2 on the field, you can special summon 2 of them. If you got a Link 3, you can special summon 3 of them, essentially. Next, we got Salamangreat Circle. We got that as a 3 of. Add 1 Salamangreat monster from your deck to your hand. Okay. So another searcher for the deck. Second one, it comes up from time to time. I've only used it 3 or 4 times. It'll second effect. It does come in handy, like I said, sometimes. And it pretty much, you target a Salamangreat Link monster you control, and it's unaffected by monster effects that turn. 1 Crossout Designator. I would definitely run this at more than 1 if it was at more than 1. But it pretty much helps your plays go through. I mean, we run Maxi, Ash Blossom, Infinite Impermanence, so we could stop. If we open it up, we can stop our opponent from using Maxi, Ash, Infinite Impermanence against us. 3 in Perm. 2 Rage, 2 Roar. I like this at 2 of a piece. You run into stuff like DD Crow, and stuff like that banishes it from the graveyard. And running both of these at 1 and you getting it banished really sucks. And that's why I got it as a 2 of, okay? It is very important to me to run this at 2. Wouldn't be mad if you run it at 1. Wouldn't be mad if you ran it at 3. I think that'd be a little overzealous, but it's your deck, your choice. This is what my preference is, and through a lot of play testing, this is what I like and prefer. Next to the extra deck, we have 2 Salamangreat Mirage Stalio, good extender. What else can I say? Salamangreat Blaze Dragon. I go into this very seldomly, but it's in there for just in case I need it, okay? And as long as this card has material, or it says if this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you could detach 1 material from this card instead. So as long as you got material on this card is protected pretty much. It's pretty much a good staller, if you would. 3 Baylinks. This is here to search the field spell, but if it's in the graveyard, if any of your Salamangreat cards on the field would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. So if your opponent hits you with a Regeki or a Lightning Storm, you can banish this, and it protects all your Salamangreat monsters. Really good. Update Jammer for the access code talker combo. Got 3 Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf. Easily, hands down, the best monster in the deck. If a monster's normal special summon to a zone this card points to, you can add 1 fire monster from your graveyard to your hand. And but for the rest of his turn, you cannot normal summon set or special summon monsters with that added monster's name. So pretty much, if you use the Ash Blossom, you could easily get it back with Sunlight Wolf, and you'll have it for next turn, which is really good. So pretty much anything in your deck you could add back to your hand, except for Maxi up here because it's not fire. Got 1 Transcode Talker, also for the access code play. Got 2 Helio, really good for if your opponent's got a big beefy monster on the field. This is good for making that attack lower and you getting over it. That's pretty much what I use it for. We have 1 Deco Talker Heat So, draw support for the deck, but to me, in my opinion, this card is really good when you have 2,000 or less because you get the added bonuses. But like I said, good draw support. And then an access code talker for OTKs. But yeah, that has been it for today's deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Y'all let me know what you think of my list and what y'all might change. But thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.